Somebody just told me they were there when I taught that one in Chicago. They were here. So who was there in Chicago when I was there for the first time? Did my English improve a little bit? And 10 years ago, I can tell you I've got much more hair, and my arms never go that way. 10 years ago, I was stronger muscles. I wish, never happened. So, 32 counts, 2 rolls, and I am so very sorry. No tags, and no restart. But you will feel, what do we feel when we don't really speak English? Because I'm going to use the French song, the French version. So you will have no idea what it's all about. But don't be upset, because that singer and that song is very abstract, so it doesn't make any sense for any French people I know. So she's saying on the chorus something like, I can't stand on my legs, the sky is scrolling through my hands. So this doesn't mean anything. It's very abstract. She's an artist and she's quite different. So that was a risk when we chose that song. And she went on TV one day and they made a documentary for her. She's very popular. But our dance, the Queen, has been danced everywhere on that planet. So she owes me some money. I think she saw a lot of the song because our dance was really popular. So at some point she was on the main channel in France on a TV show, and they played one video of people dancing the Queen. That was lovely. That was like 6 or 7 ladies over the 80s, and I'm not kidding. Like they were over the 80s, and I'm like, oh, this is a great way to show my dance as well because it's for every age. So the Queen, let's do it. It's kind of a little bit tricky, but not too bad. We'll do our best. We're gonna start with the right foot and we're gonna kick out on 1 and 2. I'm gonna step in and cross and 3. So it's gonna kick out, in, cross. 7, 8, we go 1 and 2 and 3. Oui. And 4, on the end count, I'm gonna brush into the diagonal to step down on 4. It's kind of a press-ish, because then I'm gonna tap twice my right heel. Tap, tap, I'm gonna recover my left as I'm gonna kick forward my right. It's a lot of steps, that was not mine, that was the other French guy called Gaëtan, right? So, let's kick forward on. Kick, out, in, cross, brush. Stomp, tap, tap. Kick, what's coming next? Sailor step, probably? Sailor step. Is that it? I haven't taught that one for ages, so we'll figure it out. Let's try one more time from the top. 7, 8, and then kick, out, in, cross, brush, stop, tap, tap, kick, sailor step. Yeah, sounds like a plan. How do you feel? It feels good to me as well. This is what I do mostly, so should be the right step. 7, 8, and a 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. We're gonna make a sailor quarter to another left. 1 and 2. I'm gonna just tap my right toes forward as I'm gonna bump my hips forward on 3. I'm gonna step down 4, stepping on my right, making a quarter to another left. Yes? So if you just want to watch for a second, I've just done my right sailor step. I have 1 to do with my left for my second section with a quarter. 1 and 2, bump down into a quarter turn. Yes? Let's practice together. Sounds like Christmas. Isn't it a Christmas song? Is it Christmas already? Because I've been a wise boy since January, but still have loads of months to do. So let's try nice and slow from the top. 7, 8, kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Sailor 1 and 2, bump 3, 4. We're gonna do a sailor step with the left. Sailor step. Okay, just watch me for a second. That part is a little bit tricky. So what we're gonna do basically after your bump step down, we're gonna sailor into a step, lock step, traveling forward into the left diagonal. Sailor, step, lock, step, step. So you start a sailor with your left, sailor, and you go all the way to the diagonal, step, lock, step, step. So you do not finish your sailor, you go straight into a lock step. Yeah, very interesting. So we're gonna play pretending here. We've just done that bump, step down on your right, you're gonna do the sailor into the diagonal on 5 and 6, and 7, walk 8. Oui, that's the timing. And you will be facing the diagonal. So you've just done your bump and step down, and you go sailor, step, lock, step, walk. Oui? It's gonna happen to the back. So let's practice that second section. Weights on your right, sailor quarter over your left, 7, 8, sailor 1 and 2, bump, 3, 4, sailor, step, lock, step, walk. So the transition between the step, lock, step and the sailor and the step, lock, step. You do sailor, step, and then you want to do step, lock, step. But that last step of your sailor is already your first step of your step, lock, step. Sailor, step, lock, step, step. Yes, so there is no transition in between. Let's try one more time. Weights on your right, sailor quarter over your left, 7, 8, sailor 1 and 2, then 3, 4, sailor, step, lock, step, step. Look at you, looking good. Let's try all the way from the top. Halfway of the dance is done. Yeah, but the worst is, it's half, I would say, kind of. 7, 8, kick 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, sailor 1 and 2, then 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Beautiful. Let's go one more time, all the way from the top. 7, 8, kick 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, then 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. From here, just watch me for a second. You are facing basically the diagonal, the back one, yeah? So after your step, lock, step, step. What I'm gonna do is traveling backwards with some turns in there. I'm gonna do a step, half turn, into a step, lock, step, traveling back with a half turn. Step, lock, step. Yes? So I will be facing, what time is it over there? 4:30, and you just walked on your right foot. So you're going to step on your left first, making a half turn over your right shoulder, and then you're going to keep turning over your right, making a step, lock, step, traveling back into a half turn. Oui? So you're back to the same diagonal, but you just did travel backwards. Oui? So let's just put your weight on your right, into the diagonal. We're going to do that step, half turn into the step, lock, step. 7, 8 for the step, half turn, and the step, lock, step. From here, we're going to square all the way to the back pole, doing a pole cross. Yes? So I will show you what to do. Just watch for a second. You do step, half turn, and a step, lock, step, pole cross. All the way to the back pole. Yeah? So you just have to do one extra, 1 turn into a pole cross. Let's try together. Weights on your right. 7, 8, half turn, 1, 2, lock, step, 3, and 4, and cross. We're going to point the right to the right side. Point into a right sailor step, sailor step. That was your third section, almost there. So let's practice that third section. We are facing 4:30. We've just done the step, lock, step, step. Weights on your right. 7, 8, half turn, 1, 2, lock, step, 3 and 4 and cross. Point to the right and the sailor step. Yes, so after your bow cross, point into a sailor step. Let's do it one more time. Your third section, weights on your right, 7, 8, half turn, 1, 2, lock, step, 3 and 4 and cross. Point, sailor step. Almost there. Let's try all the way from the top. Let's try kick, out, out. 7, 8, for the kick, out, out, and cross and press. E-I-E-I-O. And the sailor step, and a bump and step. Sailor step, lock, step, step. Step, half turn, and a step, lock, step, pole cross. Point, sailor step. Okay, let's practice one more time. Everything's tricky in that dance. The way we do the steps are not very common, yeah? So it's a struggle, but once you got it, it's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be good. 7, 8, kick 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. E-I-E-I-O, sailor step. 1 and 2, 3, 4, sailor step, lock, step, step. Half turn 1, 2, lock, 3 and 4 and cross. Point, sailor step. Then you do one more sailor step with your left foot. Sailor step. Make a step, pivot, half turn. Step your right forward, making a half turn. And we're gonna keep turning over the left, exactly like we just done before, with a step, lock, step, traveling back. In a half turn back, into a coaster step, end of the dance. Oui. So let's face me for 1 second. I'm going to show you that point facing that way. We've just did the point into the sailor step. Your very last section, you're going to repeat the sailor step with your left on 1 and 2, step half turn, 3, 4, lock step traveling back, 5 and 6, coaster, 7 and 8. Keep out and yeah? Then we're done. So let's practice that last part facing here, and then we're going to practice the back ball. Weights on your right, sailor with your left on 1 and 2, half turn 3, 4, lock step 5 and 6, coaster 7 and 8. One more time. Weights on your right, sailor with your left on 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, now let's practice facing the back. This is what's gonna happen. I can feel your brain being like weights on your right, 7, 8, sailor 1 and 2, half turn 3, 4, lock step 5 and 6, coaster 7 and 8. End of the dance. Oui. So just do 1 A-turn to face forward 30. We're gonna go all the way from that diagonal and we're gonna do the last 16 counts. So weights on your right and we're gonna start with the step half turn into your lock step. 7, 8, step 1, 2, lock step 3 and 4 and cross. Point, sailor step. 1 more sailor step, step half turn, step, lock step, coaster step, and start again with your kick out, in cross. Yeah?